Okay, y'all, it's your girl Valhalla. Back for another video. Okay, let's talk about college. Particularly if you are starting out in college, not sure what you want to do. If you're taking a break from college. Okay, here's my biggest piece of advice to you. If you're not too far down the rabbit hole, if you're not sure what you want to do, if you're not sure if college is for you, I would seriously recommend looking at like a trade school, or a lot of junior colleges will do like trade certificates, trade programs, things like that. You know, that target, you know, whatever the local industries are. Like where I live, it's, you know, it's all targeted toward working at like refineries and like welding, commercial truck driving, and engineering and like IT. So that's the big ones down here that are in like automotive repair. Those are the big ones here. Those are the ones that you can, there are obviously a lot more, but these are the ones that you can just go get a certificate in and go to work. You don't have to get the whole, like an associate's degree. You just go get your certificate, you get it in like a year, and you go to work. Do that before you just get really like balls deep into college. If you're taking a break, keep it short, as short as possible. And here's why I'm making, okay. My plan was when I had my third child, once she started pre-K, which was last school year, I was going to go back to college full time. And then we had our fourth. And with that came, you know, we had to buy a bigger vehicle, and so things definitely changed a lot for us. So I just pushed back the plan for college for, I was like, fine, you know, she won't be old enough for pre-K next school year, but the school year after. But I figured I could go ahead and start the ball rolling, looking at going back to college and finishing up so I could transfer, and especially because I was looking at other avenues of bringing in money, and one that had been mentioned to me, I looked into, that required a bachelor's degree, and I thought, you know, that's okay. I do have a lot of hours, so I could probably transfer them to local university, and in a semester or two have a general studies or liberal arts bachelor's degree, which would be fine for this job. And so I was like, well, I can do, well, I can't go to college yet, well, I can't go to campus, I can do online classes, and I could probably fill out most of what I need just from home. And I've taken online classes before, I've done distant learning. I really, especially with kids, I love it. It makes the day so much easier because I could do my work early in the morning before they got up, or I could do it late in the evening after they went to bed. And it just worked out really well for me. However, while college credits technically don't expire, you don't lose your hours. However, they won't necessarily transfer or be applicable after a certain point. It will be up to the discretion of the university you are trying to transfer them to as to whether they will accept them or not. All but one place that I talked to, the overwhelming majority, the overwhelming consensus was just to basically start over, as if I'd never been to college before. One person I spoke to said that they could probably accept the most recent hours on my college transcript. Those hours are from like 2010, 2011. So this is what I'm saying. Finish college if you're gonna go. Otherwise, just don't put the time and the money into it, because then you turn around and you're in a position where some of your hours may, and this is the thing, it would have to be reviewed, and it's not a particularly large amount of hours. The bulk of my hours, the ones that I was really counting on to, you know, get me through not needing many more hours, are pretty much too old. Like I say, they technically don't expire. They're still there, you know. They just don't matter anymore. I can't use them. So, you know, it's very important that if it's not for you, or if you're not sure, it's okay right now to switch to a community college where you can get a certificate and just start working, or get enough hours that you can start like substitute teaching, so you can just bring in some money while you figure out what you're doing. You know, start networking, start figuring out, you know, take that time to figure out what you want your life to look like, because you're, you know, at that point, especially when you're young, I mean, gosh, when you're 17, 18, 19, who even are you at that point? It's okay to just go get a certificate, go to work, start working, and figure it out from there. It doesn't have to be like saddle yourself with tons of student debt, finish, have existential crisis, take long gap year, you know, and just end up completely fucked. It's okay to say, you know, I'm not sure that this is for me, so I need to wait till my head's really in the game. Or if you're going to do it, you need to do it with the understanding that, okay, you need to finish, or you need to really, you know, if you have to take the time off, you need to keep it to, you know, at the very least, keep things current, take a course or two through distance learning, or, you know, weekends, summers, whatever, but keep it current. Because I'm now faced with the prospect of starting completely over in college at 37 years old. That's weird, y'all. Like, you know, going up there and realizing that, like, I could be everyone's mom. And no, I'm not buying your beer or your, you know, no. No. I had that problem last time I went back. I want to buy your beer. I don't care if you think I'm cool or not. Go home. Stop. But that's just, you know, please, something to be aware of. That, you know, even before you start, if it's something you don't want to do, don't do it. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm just saying don't do that, because it can be incredibly frustrating if you do decide you want to go back and realize that you put in all that time and effort for nothing. You know, it's okay to not know. It's okay to not be sure. It's okay to try to figure it out before you put in that kind of time and money. Don't take too long, please. Please don't take too long. Because, yeah, it can be very frustrating to end up in a position where you do want to go back and finish, and you thought you were so very close, and it turns out you are so very not. So, that's gonna do it for tonight. And yeah, sure, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know down in the comments, you know, if you've ever dealt with this experience before, what that was like, what you decided to do, how that worked out for you. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.